There is a silent misunderstanding happening in your home. Every single day. You think you are sending a message of love. And in your mind, that message is clear. It is in the treats, the cuddles, the voice you use only for them. It is in the way you rearrange your entire evening around their walk. But your dog does not speak that language. They do not process love through words or gestures that belong to the human world. They process it through something older. Something rooted in biology, in instinct, in thousands of years of evolution that shaped exactly how they read safety.
Trust and belonging. And here is the part that changes everything. Your dog has been responding to that language all along.
Not through words of their own, but through 7 very specific behaviors that most owners see every day and never fully understand. Once you know what these signs actually mean, what is happening inside your dog's brain when they do them, you will never look at your dog the same way again. Let us talk about what is really happening. 1. The full body signature. Watch your dog the next time they walk toward you. Not when you have called them, not when food is involved. Just an ordinary moment. You sit down, they notice, and they come over.
Pay attention to how they move. A dog who is uncertain or who has not yet settled their trust in someone approaches carefully.
The body is compact. The steps are measured. There is tension held quietly in the muscles.
But a dog who knows they are loved moves completely differently. The whole rear end is involved.
The tail is not just wagging, it is pulling the back half of their body with it. The head is up, the steps are loose, almost bouncy.
Some dogs produce a full body wiggle that begins at the shoulders and travels all the way to the tail.
Animal behaviorists call this loose body language. It is the physical signature of a nervous system that is completely at ease. Every muscle, every joint, every posture signals saying the same thing at once. There is no threat here.
There is no need to protect myself. Dogs do not perform this for everyone. They reserve it specifically for the people their brain has filed under safe.
It happens because of consistency, because of every time you were predictable, every time you were calm.
Every time things went well in your presence, and your dog's nervous system quietly updated its records. If your dog brings their whole body when they come to you, that looseness is not a habit. It is a conclusion they reached about you. 2. The secure base glance. You are in the garden or at the park. Your dog is several meters away, nose to the ground, completely absorbed in something you cannot see or smell. And then, without any prompt from you, without you calling their name or moving, they look back. A quick glance. Just to find you. Just to confirm you are still there. And then straight back to what they were doing. Scientists call this social referencing, and it is one of the most studied indicators of secure attachment in the animal world. The behavior was first documented in human infants. A toddler placed in an unfamiliar room will explore, but only up to a point. Periodically, they glance back at their caregiver, not because they need anything, not because they are about to cry, but because the caregiver's presence is the anchor that makes exploration possible in the first place. Remove the caregiver, and the child stops exploring. They move toward the door, they become distressed. Your dog does the exact same thing, and research into canine attachment has confirmed that this voluntary check-in glance occurs specifically with the person. Not with strangers, not with other dogs, with you. What it means is this. Your dog is not just enjoying the park. They are enjoying the park because you are there. Your presence is not background to their experience. It is the foundation of it. Every time they glance back to find you, they are telling you something they have no other way to say. You are my compass, and as long as I can find you, I am all right. 3. Neurological surrender. There is a meaningful difference between a dog who dozes near you and a dog who truly lets go. Deep sleep, the stage where your dog twitches, where their paws move as though they are running somewhere, where small sounds escape them,
is the stage of total vulnerability. Every protective instinct is offline. Awareness is gone.
The body is completely defenseless. And your dog chose to go there. In your presence. This is not a small thing. In the wild, deep sleep was when predators found you. The part of your dog's brain responsible for survival has not forgotten that. No matter how safe and domesticated their life is, that awareness never fully disappears, which means falling into genuine deep sleep near another being is an act of profound biological trust. Your dog has learned through 1,000 ordinary moments with you that nothing bad happens when their guard is down. That this space with this person is the one place in the world where they do not need to stay alert. Watch the quality of how your dog sleeps near you versus how they sleep in another room or in an unfamiliar place. The difference is visible, deeper, slower, more completely at rest. That softness in their body is not tiredness. It is the evidence that your love has made safety into something real. Something their nervous system believes completely. 4. The affectionate lean.
You are standing in the kitchen. Perhaps you are waiting for the kettle. Perhaps you are distracted, thinking about something else entirely.
And your dog comes and presses the side of their body into your leg. Not jumping, not pawing at you, not asking for anything, just leaning. It is so quiet that most people barely register it. They reach down, give a brief pat, and move on. But what is actually happening in that moment is worth stopping for. In canine social behavior, deliberate body contact initiated without an external motivator, no food nearby, no excitement to trigger, is one of the clearest expressions of affiliation that exists. It is what dogs do with the members of their group they feel most bonded to.
They are not seeking warmth. They are not anxious. They are simply choosing in a completely unprompted moment to close the space between you.
Because their body is calmer when it is touching yours. Think about what that means. Your dog's nervous system at rest in an ordinary Tuesday afternoon actively seeks physical contact with you. Not because something is wrong, not because they need something, because being near you, being against you, being is where they feel most like themselves. That lean is not a small gesture. It is a quiet, weight-bearing statement about the bond you share. 5. The empathy test. This one is something you can try tonight. Wait until your dog is settled and looking in your direction. Now, look into my eyes, buddy. Then yawn. A full, slow, completely deliberate yawn.
And watch what happens. In humans, contagious yawning in response to seeing someone else yawn,
is one of the most reliable behavioral markers of empathy. Studies have consistently found that the more empathetic a person is,
the more susceptible they are to catching a yawn from someone else. For decades, scientists believed this was uniquely human.
Then the research on dogs began to surface. A study published in the journal PLOS One found that dogs yawn contagiously in response to human yawns. But crucially, they do it significantly more often with their own owners than with strangers. The effect was strongest in dogs with the closest bonds to the person yawning. What this tells us is that your dog is not simply watching you. They are tuned into you at a level that crosses into something that looks remarkably like empathy. Their nervous system is so attuned to yours that even an unconscious, involuntary signal from your body triggers a matching response in theirs. If your dog yawns back, that is not coincidence. That is the biological echo of your bond, measurable, documented, real. 6. The emotional reset. Most people focus on the excitement of the greeting when they come home, the spinning, the noise, the complete inability to get through the door without being celebrated. But the sign that actually matters happens about 60 seconds later. Watch what your dog does once the initial wave of excitement settles. Do they find a spot near you and simply stop? Do they let out a long, slow exhale, the kind that seems to come from somewhere deep and just rest? That exhale is not tiredness. That is a nervous system completing a transition. Research into canine stress responses has shown that dogs left alone experience elevated cortisol, the stress hormone, for extended periods. The house is quiet, the routine is interrupted, and the person their biology is oriented around is gone. Your return does not just bring joy. It triggers a measurable physiological reset. Cortisol drops, heart rate slops, the body returns to its baseline. And here is what tells you everything about the bond specifically. The speed of that reset is directly proportional to how securely attached your dog is to you. A dog with a strong, settled bond calms quickly because their nervous system trusts completely that the source of their safety has returned. There is no uncertainty, no residual alertness, just the immediate, full-body recognition that everything is all right again. If your presence alone is enough to bring your dog from wound up to genuinely peaceful within a few minutes, that speed is the measure of something. You have become their emotional anchor, and they reset to you the way a compass resets to north. 7. You are the answer. When the world feels unpredictable, a loud bang outside, a stranger at the door, something unfamiliar that their instincts cannot immediately place. Where does your dog look? Not at the thing that startled them, at your face. They are reading your micro-expressions, the tension around your eyes, the set of your jaw, whether your breathing changed. They are gathering information from the one source their brain has learned to trust above all others. You, before they decide how to respond. If your face is calm, their alarm dials down. If your face carries tension, they escalate. This is called emotional referencing, and it has been documented across multiple studies, not at strangers, not at other animals, at you. But here is the part that makes this sign different from all the others. This one was not taught. It was not trained. Nobody showed your dog to look at your face when something frightened them. They arrived at it on their own, through time, through accumulated experience, through every moment you were present, and things turned out to be all right. Your dog did not just bond with you. They built a case for you. Observation by observation, moment by moment. And in the moments that matter most, when the world feels uncertain and every instinct is firing, they present that case. They do not look at the threat, they look at you because you are not just their owner. You are their answer. If you watched this video and found yourself thinking, "That is my dog," that is exactly what they do. That recognition you are feeling is not you projecting. That is you finally seeing what has been there the whole time. Every video on this channel begins the same way, with a question most dog owners have never stopped to ask. And then we go looking for the real answer. Not the simplified version, not the comfortable assumption. The actual science, the studies, the behavioral research that takes years to surface and rarely reaches people in a way that feels like a real conversation.